Department of Education Secretary Linda McMahon ominously warned, if schools want to continue to do research, they must fall in line with the administration and its goals. They must be, quote, in sync with the administration and what the administration is trying to accomplish. That's a federal government takeover of every private and public university and college in America. Now, Harvard has stood up to the administration's attempted hostile takeover, rejecting its blatantly unconstitutional demands to control its governance, its curriculum, and the ideology of its faculty and students. In response, the administration has come after the university's research contracts and grants, and more recently, even its ability to enroll foreign students, only to be shut down by the courts, and not left-wing rogue Democrat judges, but Republican judges too, for violating the university's First Amendment rights. We've got academic freedom in America under the First Amendment. And now the Trump administration ridiculously threatens to come after the university's tax-exempt status. They want to revoke Harvard's tax-exempt status, and they've asked all federal agencies to cancel all of the contracts they have with Harvard to get the work of the American people done. Contracted work. But Trump is losing in court every day, and Harvard is winning as it stands up for academic freedom and its right to make scientific and academic progress, and hundreds of colleges and universities across the country are standing with Harvard. DHS head Kristi Noem has said that its actions against Harvard should serve as a warning to all universities and all academic institutions. After Trump canceled more than $1.5 billion in research grants, we know that state universities and community colleges have been hit hard. At smaller schools, researchers are going to lose their jobs, labs will close, and important work will go undone. Our Republican colleagues have no interest in making higher ed more accessible and more affordable. In their big, beautiful bill, they're cutting programs that help students pay for college, all to fund their tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans. Those cuts to higher education in America include severe limits on Pell eligibility, the end to subsidized loans, and a host of other destructive changes that will push college way out of reach for hundreds of thousands of Americans. The administration also proposed nearly an 80% reduction in federal work-study funding and eliminating support for childcare for students who are parents. What world are these people living in? This is breathtaking duplicity to claim that the Ivy League schools are conspiring against their students to make tuition unaffordable when House Republicans are complicit in the largest setback in access to higher education for working-class Americans in decades. Not content to undermine American students through these direct cuts to education, they're also proposing cutting $880 billion from Medicaid and $300 billion from SNAP, the nation's primary anti-hunger program. Do you know what happens to millions of low-income students who don't have health care and don't have enough food to eat? Most of them are going to drop out of school. Today's hearing just regurgitates the MAGA agenda. Persecute and punish anyone who refuses to submit to Donald Trump's right-wing ideological agenda or gets in the way of their plan to fund tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans on the backs of everybody else. It is a cruel, dangerous program, and it's got nothing to do with antitrust law. I yield back.